Let me get my water.
You keep talking about something. Yes, it is that easy. It ain't that goddamn easy. One of these days when I'm gonna catch your ass and then I'm gonna teach you. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, let's start the show. I mean, Tokyo is Tuesday, baby. We are here. We are here. We are live. We live. That's what the hoes used to say. They used to be like, "We live." That was them. That was them old. They don't say it now. Now them thoughts, they
Oop.
trying to it's cuffing season, so they trying to get somebody, do some things. It's pumpkin spice time. You know what I'm talking about? Pumpkin spice. But we here though, it's your host, Dennis Holmes. Talk You Is Tuesday. I got my co-host Ryan Thomas. We got Guru in the background looking like the black Homer Simpson. I don't know what the fuck he's doing back there. Then we got the chocolate girl.
Hi everybody.
How you doing? Looking good, baby. Looking good.
All right, thank you.
For those who was wondering, Czar couldn't be with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are wishing him that he will be back next week.
Speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery. Speedy recovery. We love you, Czar. But as y'all know,
we're praying for you, Czar. We're really praying for you, man.
We do a trash ass players. And I wanted to know who was Ron's trash ass players. Let's hear these ones, Ron.
Mine, Tabby Whitley.
Oh shit!
He dropping too many passes. You told the Atlanta Falcons fan base you were that number one wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Now I love my sister Sharon right here, but I feel go deep.
Oh shit! Right here. You about to call him Juju Smith-Schuster?
Do I need to close my ears?
Yes, close your ears, sir. He Juju all over again. He played like a fourth wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm. Preach on it, Ron. Preach on it.
You don't deserve the big money contract if it were up to me.
Testify, Ron. Testify.
Don't talk about my Juju. Don't talk about my Juju.
I'm sorry, my sister, but I had to go there.
You're going to get hurt.
Juju, you talking about...
talking about my Juju.
Juju would have had a good game last week if it wasn't, Ben kind of didn't put it on him like he was supposed to. They was just a little bit off tick. They was just a little off tick last week.
Yeah, okay.
But they'll get it together. It'll all be all right. But where the hell's the Guru? Guru, where you at?
In his room.
Yeah, he in his room.
I'm here.
Okay, well we got the chocolate girl in the building. How you doing, chocolate girl?
I'm always here.
All right.
Smeared my lipstick. I don't like smearing my lipstick. Okay. My trash ass players are all these so-called Steeler fans who say that they are truly Steeler fans. But all I see in these 5011 Steelers groups I'm in is how trash Tomlin and Ben are and how trash the whole organization is all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden they all trash and none of them know what they're doing and nobody knows anything. I'm like, what kind of fan is that? You're not supposed to be fair weather. If you're a fan, if you're a true fan, you're supposed to be down and ride with your team, even when they're stinking up the place. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be in denial and say, well, they're Super Bowl bound when they're playing this poorly. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to be in denial about any of that, of what we see on the screen. But dang, to just be all up social media, just all over social media, just trashing your own team and making it all about one person or two people is absolutely ridiculous. And so I decided I was going to call them out. And to all those, if any of those people that I cussed out in the Pittsburgh Steelers groups are watching me today, come holler at me. Come holler at me when they're winning again, and then I'll tell you where to go. because you are
I
really,
heard what she
you have
said.
really been impersonating a true, honorable Pittsburgh Steelers fan,
Mm.
and we don't need y'all. Go find another team.
I'll find you another team. You heard what she said.
I mean, the history of the Steelers is very clear. We get down, we have some bad lean years. We always bounce back bigger, better, and stronger. That's the way we roll. I just don't understand. I mean, how can you act like you don't know what this is? It is what it is. Somebody's gonna fix something. I don't care whose head got a roll. It's gonna be worked out. That's one. You can let Guru go.
Guru, what you got over there, Guru? Oh shit.
No, I'm just sharing the podcast and making sure we can make our numbers so everybody can eat. And giving a little shout out to Ozar. Hopefully our brother will, Godspeed, get better. We miss him, and we our prayers go out to him. And so that's the first level of business. And so besides that, what are we doing? The prime time and trash. Oh, I had last week's Survivor's Pool. No, that's okay. So where we at? Where did I put these at? Stud. Oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what we
you was
got.
watching your best buddy this morning too.
Stephen A.
Smith.
Yeah. Well, they say the ratings are all down and all of this stuff. I don't know. I mean, is that with fake news or or is that the reality? Obviously, he made a change. He made it clear that it was his decision to knock off Max Kellerman. Now, as I've mentioned before, most people, what's the Rachel Nichols, Colin Cowherd, the young lady, the African American lady, what's her name? Jamel Hill,
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Champion, also another beautiful African American queen. They left and they had to go find other employment. Max, on the other hand, I don't know if you want to call it a lateral movement, but he's got this new show. What's it called? We Got Next or some nonsense. And then I'm butchering the name of the show, but also he's with Jay Williams and Keyshawn Johnson on their show with the guy Zubin. Actually, I don't know, he was sick, and apparently he's, maybe he's not well yet. I don't know all the particulars. So now he's with them, and so he's able to bounce on his feet. Now there's been all sorts of speculation of what he was good. Was he good or was he not good? And quite frankly, I didn't think he knew a lot about sports, basketball or baseball in particular. I thought that sometimes he would make a good point when it came to racial issues, where Stephen typically was on the non-black side, and ESPN wants to make it, couch it so that the black man is, being critical of African Americans, and the white man was being supportive. So, that's an old trick, one of the oldest tricks in the book. And if Stephen wants his, company to use him in that way, that's his business. I can't tell any man what to do, and that's not my place. But in many instances, I disagreed with it. But ultimately, my main point about that is that he's able to bounce back and seemingly doing quite well, I guess. Stephen, if the ratings are down, I don't know if this new format works. I don't know if it really works with all these different people on there. I think it kind of works better when you have two people going at one another in a debate show. When you have 10, 15 people on the show, it tends to gain steam and lose steam. So, maybe you like Tim Tebow, maybe you don't like Keyshawn, or vice versa. So I don't know, but so that's interesting. But that's I didn't really, you brought that up. So we're doing prime time, right? Or we're doing trash?
We're doing trash. Say with
We're
me.
going
Trash.
Trash.
Trash. Okay. Well, yeah, well, I could go a lot of places there, but I'm gonna be nice, because of our brother Czar not feeling too well. So I'm gonna be very nice about that former. So prime. Oh, here we go. My number one trash ass player is Sean Payton, the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. This man historically has been viewed as this great coach. And you know what? He has done a lot of things right, although he only has one championship. But I do think he definitely, the way he runs his team in terms of his system, he has done some things well. But that game that I saw with the New Orleans Saints and the New Jersey Giants was an absolute trash ass performance by him. And, I kept hearing today by, a lot of different hosts, mainly African-Americans, how, Anthony Lynn, he didn't do such a great job, or now that the new guy is in there for, I guess it used to be, the Chargers or San Diego, now LA, so the bottom line with that, I took a little exception to that. It's only been a couple of games. The quarterback, was being very supportive of his new coach and all the positives that he brings. But let's also when it's not that way, let's make it clear. Now, Sean Payton in that game, I don't know if people watched it, but I'll chronicleize it. The Giant, nobody was able to score, so he's about on the 40-something or close to midfield area. And, I believe his kicker had already missed like a 39-yard field goal attempt, something to that effect. And so he allows his kicker to kick another one, which was about almost 50-something yards or whatever it was. And he missed it. And he gave the Giants, almost field position at midfield. And then they subsequently scored a touchdown. So nobody was going to score, go the whole length of the field. But you gift wrapped them their first touchdown. Then in the second half, he did something very peculiar. Well, he did a couple of things. First of all, he kept bringing Taysom Hill in there, and Taysom Hill threw an interception. The thing about it is, Jameis Winston was playing about as good as I've ever seen him play. If you look at his percentage, I don't know if he was 18 for 24. He missed like his first 2 or 3 passes, but his completion percentage for the whole game was something like 75, 80%. He threw for 200 and something yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns. One was called back. But what happened is Sean wouldn't show any confidence in him. And he kept bringing Taysom Hill. Now, I don't mind Taysom Hill coming in there near the goal line, because the guy, he's a stud when it comes to that. Running that, what do they call that? I guess what's it called? I'm sorry. Wildcat. Thank you, Ron. Running that Wildcat type offense, he's a stud in that. I have no problem with that. And there's a fly ball hit deep to right field. Left field. Oh, up against the Green Monster, and it's a long single. So Boston and Yankees underway, folks. A little play-by-play by the guru. But nevertheless, so I don't mind Taysom Hill coming in there, in the goal line situation, because he's great at that. I'll give it to him, man. He runs hard, but bring him in and just kind of disrupting the continuity of the offense. He can't throw for shit. He can't throw better than Tebow. Okay?
Oh.
And we see what happened to Tebow.
Here we go.
Okay? So the bottom line is, so then he did that and he screwed up another possession. Like I said, Winston, he must have been like, like I said, 75, 80% throwing the ball like less than 25 times, but he was on point. I mean, every pass he threw, I think he had like something like 15 or something completions in a row. But Sean Payton gotta trust his good old boy network, type of nonsense. Okay, if it was up to Sean, he probably would start Taysom Hill, but it'd be a revolt in New Orleans. You know, I would make a joke about it, but I'm not gonna go there because those people have experienced too much hardship, and my heart goes out to them. But the bottom line is, then he also made a peculiar move where obviously someone tells you, should you challenge or not? It was a first down where when they showed the replay, it was a first down. But Sean Payton mysteriously challenges it, loses the challenge, and loses the timeout. So then when they had a chance to maybe do something in the waning seconds of regulation, he didn't have a timeout to use. We've seen, Green Bay or whoever score in 37 seconds. That's all you need. And the way Winston was playing, I mean, that's all he probably would have needed. But it was just back to back to back, belly to belly to belly, ridiculous moves. He cost his team. Now the Giants, in fairness to them, I told Mr. Philadelphia, Stephen A. Smith,
here we go,
that he had been playing very well, and once again he threw for 400 yards. And the fact that he didn't have all those Shepard and Slayton, you know what? I always used to have a saying when I only had 5 or 6 players when I was coaching. Guess what that means? No parents are going to be arguing, complaining about playing time. And the same thing goes for the pros. When you have less players, sometimes less is more, because you don't have, I got to get the one to this one. I got to get the one. He got to eat. He got to eat. Everybody got to eat. So that was, actually, that helped the Giants in some strange way. And obviously the running back, who finally, did his little thing, and he was giddy. They always giddy. So, Sean Payton is my trash ass player. And like I said, all in all, he's probably an excellent coach. He's done some good things. Not as great as people want to make him out to be, because I've heard people put him over Tomlin, and I don't see that. Tomlin's got to 2 Super Bowls. Okay? Tomlin's had never had a losing season in his whole career. And this year's not over yet. If you put my man in, and take Ben's ass out of there, then maybe we can start doing something in Pittsburgh. Because Ben is done. Ben is done.
I see you saying that you're looking for a response. I see you.
Oh no, I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just telling it like it is. Put my man Haskins in and stop playing. All right? That's the same thing that happened with Drew Brees last year. He brought the Saints down. Okay? When you're done, man. And the thing about Ben is he looks like a bigger version of me.
Oh, God.
All right? You think I'd be lumbering to my Cadillac? You think I'd be lumbering to my Cadillac? Well, shit, it don't matter when you're driving a Cadillac, but goddamn, it matters when you're trying to lead a football team.
All right.
All right? So let's get it straight, Tomlin. I like you. You my brother. But I don't want to put you in this category. Let's do what has to be done. It's almost like, Black Mafia Family. If y'all watch that out there, kiddos, my man said, he said, he had to take homeboy out and said he did it. Somebody got to pull the trigger. That's the way of being that, in that kind of business, y'all. So we'll leave it there.
All right. So it's on me now, huh?
Yeah.
Guru done took 9 minutes. I was sitting there.
20 minutes.
Now he took 9 minutes. I'm just letting you know he took 9 minutes to explain about his guy. I'm just gonna let that be known. But I'm gonna talk about an issue that's been talked about all day today, and Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I really, I really don't understand. It's to a point that people think Urban Meyer is trying to get fired so he could go to USC. Like they think the girl he was dancing with, she from USC. The guy that taped him is from USC. It's all a setup. He want to leave Jacksonville. He can't do this losing thing. I've done heard it all, but the fact that the owner came out and said that he's not liking what's going on, everybody got to regain his trust and everything, it's like it's kind of weird. It's only week 5. And you talking about regaining trust and things like that. I just don't understand. It's kind of weird. Like, this whole situation is weird. But again, it's Urban Meyer. He's had weird situations everywhere he's been at.
He's an urban legend.
The urban legend.
He's an urban legend. He's just living up to it.
Listen, as AB was saying, he was getting a Wally, Dennis Holmes. He's out of pocket, dry humping in the club. Like I said, that might have been a setup. All that might have been a setup. We don't know. All that might have been a setup.
You honestly think? Do you mean people are out here honestly thinking that he performed this on purpose?
Yeah, who goes
because he's trying to get out?
Who goes to a bar and you're an NFL head coach where everybody can see you?
It was his bar. It's his restaurant. He owns it.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of people that don't be seeing their own restaurants.
Oh, I know, but you gotta understand, there's such a thing as privilege, and I'm sure he exudes a lot of it.
Man, there's also such thing as record this. It'll make the news.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just not buying that whole "this was done on purpose" thing. I think he did. I think he just did it because he thought he could do whatever the hell he want to do. I'm Urban Meyer, whatever.
Right.
That's what I think.
I don't think his wife going nowhere with that. Willa Bumbar said his wife is pissed off. It's not a setup when your wife is about to leave you. I don't think his wife going nowhere.
No.
Ricky Bobby, what's going on?
After everything he went through in Ohio State and she didn't leave, she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. She just gonna be pissed off and still count that money, eating chicken wings. As usual. Ryan, what you got over there, Ryan?
My next trash ass players is the Oregon Ducks. You was number 3 this past weekend in the ranking. Since you lost to Stanford, I don't know where you at now.
No, we won't know. I think it's until tomorrow.
So how you know that Stanford football team beat you? That blows my mind right there.
Must have your chance to go to the playoffs.
Right. So, I mean, there you go, Dennis.
All right. Chocolate Girl, what you got for us?
Other trash ass players of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Woo!
So yesterday, I was on a show with you, Mr. Holmes, and we were talking about this situation with Ben Simmons and Embiid and the 76ers. And shout out to Trisha Joy of 2MW Sports 360 for organizing the show. And we just discussed the current state of affairs with Ben Simmons and the fact he doesn't want to come back and so forth. And she posed the question, who's at fault for this situation as it is currently, Embiid, Simmons, or management? And my opinion is it's management. They knew what Ben Simmons was when they drafted him. They knew what he wasn't. They didn't have any problem putting him on the team since he's been on the team. He's been there 5 years and played 4. And since he's been there, he has not been shooting. They haven't gotten him the help that he needs to shoot better. When the coaches offered to help and get him a shooting coach, Ben Simmons was allowed to turn down the shooting coach and have his brother be his shooting coach. That's ridiculous. You can't shoot, and your brother must not be able to shoot either because you still can't shoot. But why would they allow him to turn that down? He is affecting the outcome of the team every season, and it's obvious. But they allow him to say, "Oh no, I'm good." I mean, JJ Redick even said that he even tried to help him with shooting, and he turned him down. How is management allowing this brother to continue to turn down the help he needs to get better? And keep in mind, you guys, he's not out here seeking help at all from anybody to shoot better. It's almost like he thinks I'm all that in a bag of chips. I don't need any help. It's all of y'all had a problem. I don't have a problem. I'm good. No, because the stats say you're not. So I'm speaking as a Ben Simmons fan. I had no idea he was going to get in NBA and just act like and continue to act like he didn't. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't have any idea. I did have an idea because when he was at LSU, that's how he was when he was at LSU. He did not always attend workouts the way the other team members did. LSU allowed it. He did not always attend the conditionings and the practices and the drills like everybody else was required to make. LSU allowed it. Why? Because they were getting all this attention from the media because Ben Simmons was there. We know he's going to go number one. He's the next LeBron James. So everybody wanted to see him. They rescheduled practices around his media events with his family. Stuff like that, nonsense like that at LSU. His first day in Philly, he was late getting to Philly. He was late. And not just 5 minutes. I mean, like hours late arriving. And then when he arrived like, okay, I'm here. I'm Ben Simmons. I'm here. What's up? Where you do that at? Where is that allowed? Better be glad that that wasn't Pat Riley's team. That wouldn't happen. Not like that. You'd have hell to pay. And so it's the management, it's the culture that they have bred, that this man is allowed to do the things that he's done. I don't feel like Ben Simmons is a scrub. He's not a scrub. His shooting career could actually be salvaged, but the man doesn't want to do it. He seems to have no interest in getting better, being better at shooting. So if you've got an organization that won't make him do it, and he's not doing it on his own, what the hell do they expect? I mean, really, I only give about 2% fault to Embiid for making the comments that he did. Game 7 of the what was that, the semifinals or whatever playoff game it was, playoff series it was. I only give him about 2%. Yeah, he shouldn't have made the statement that he made out in public. He shouldn't have said it was Ben's fault. He shouldn't have said it, even though he was right. And that's how he felt. You don't say it in a press conference. I'm sorry, you just don't. And whatever, what's that food coach name? What's the coach name?
Doc
Rivers. And whatever he said too, that was kind of out of pocket, he shouldn't have said it publicly either. You keep that stuff in house. But I feel like all the drama that's gone on with Ben Simmons started years ago. It didn't just happen at the end of the season last season. So I can't put all this blame on the comments that they said in the press conferences. I put this squarely at the foot of the 76ers organization. And I'm not even gonna really blame Elton Brand, because he's a GM right now. I'm not even going to put it on him because he when he got there, he was already there and he was already a problem. So I think he's just going along with the get along. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to say that they handled this whole situation wrong. And I can't see him being in the 76ers uniform and actually playing this season. I don't see it. If it happens, then hey, I guess wrong.
You know, they used to have a song out back in the day. I think it was, I think I know it was by Atlantic Star. They used to say, "If your heart isn't in it, Why can't you tell me so?
That's right. That's the name of it.
If
Your
your
heart is in it.
heart wasn't in it, you should have been gone long ago. Anyway,
should have been.
Guru, what you got, Guru?
You should have been gone.
Hey, Guru, hold on.
long
Let me
ago.
ask you real quick. Is you gonna be about 7 minutes? I can go take a bathroom break. Come back. You know.
No, but I think Atlantic Star is from right out here in Greenburg, New York.
Shit, here we go.
Yeah, you know, just to give you all a little information, you know, since you want to go around the world in 30 days, big fella. Yeah, Atlantic Star from right out here in Greenburg, New York. Look it up, y'all out there on the internet. Boy, big old Stephen A. Jr. done hit another one, hit another nerve. But anyway, I just want to give a little update for you baseball fans out there. 2-0 Bo Sox, 2-run home run. Number 2. I'm trying to figure out who number 2 is. Maybe somebody can tell me who that was. Little Spanish fella looked like with over that old little monster out there. I think he did. Man, 2-0 Red Sox, baby. Let's go, Boston. Anyway, so
hey Ricky Bobby, you kiss my ass on that.
Yeah, so you know, so we going prime time, right? Well, I gotta give a shout out, you know, obviously to my man's team, the Czar OG. All right. First of all, I gotta put Dak as prime time because that boy, you know, I heard somebody the other day.
I thought we were still doing trash.
Are we doing trash?
Yeah,
we still
we're
doing trash?
still doing trash.
Yes, we're still doing trash.
Well, how long are we gonna do trash? Forever?
Until you get rid of the trash.
Until nobody has any.
Oh, okay. All right. I did my trash, but go ahead. No, I'm good.
You don't have no more trash?
I
could come up with a lot of people, but I already had 9 minutes. I'll be another 9 minutes.
Yeah,
then Ron internet might go out by the time I finish, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh shit!
We all might go to sleep by the time you get finished.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Tennessee Titans is the trash ass player. Yeah, I can say it. I can say it.
What?
Yeah, I said it
every week.
Man, at the Tennessee Titans, they let the New York Jets come in there and beat them.
Oh, what happened to?
No, they came into the Jets' place.
My fault. They let them win. Let me just get out of the way.
What happened to Julio?
Julio ain't play.
Oh.
You know Julio don't play a full 16 anyway.
And why didn't he play, Dennis? Because
I don't know. I don't know. There's a couple people that's been some scratches that I'm not sure. I have no answer for.
His ankle was hurt.
No,
right.
I know why. I'm finna break it down because he injured.
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
What I said. That's what I said. He injured.
What's Guru? That your boy?
I don't think he was
my boy.
Julio is my guy.
I've ever been to Atlanta. Maybe one time.
Can't find him.
Anyway, like I said, he's injured again.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't think Julio was injured.
Oh.
Really?
No.
You think it's something else?
Well,
could it be something else, Dennis? What could it be?
Let me explain.
What could it be?
My coach used to ask me a question. The one time I actually, got injured. He said, "Are you injured or are you hurt?"
Right.
Yeah. Because if you're injured, you can't play. But if you hurt, you can shake it off. I believe he was just hurt.
So say that name again, Dennis.
Julio and the Tennessee Titans.
Ooh.
Yes, that was they were trash ass players. They let the Jets win a fucking game. I can't believe this shit. I know it messed up a lot of people's survival pools. Not mine, because I didn't pick Tennessee this week. This week I picked the Buffalo Bills, so I was cool. That's the last one I got. Do anybody else got any more trash?
Yeah, I got one. That's what I was saying.
Let's get the trash out the bag.
What's his name? Davis Mills, Houston Texans. And the
Oh, you
Texans,
talking about that quarterback that played for the Texans?
yeah,
Yeah.
man, they let the Bills. I mean, the Bills are good, but they've got these Bills fans thinking that the uh the undefeated Miami Dolphin team from the 70s or whatever year that was. That's how they feel like they are. Because
Right,
they beat
yeah.
them, they allowed them to beat them 40-0. Now I know I'm gonna say my Pittsburgh Steelers have been playing very trashy, so I'll put them on the list. Everybody keeps waiting for me to say that. I said it last week, but I'll say it again since everybody wants to hear me say it. But damn it, at least we didn't let somebody beat us 40-0.
Holy
I
shit.
mean,
Hold up.
nothing.
Hold on, Sharon. Hold
What?
up.
40 to
So,
nothing.
hold on, Sharon. Hold on, Sharon. Breaking
What?
news. Breaking
Breaking
news.
news.
The
What?
Cowboys have released linebacker Jaylen Smith. God damn it, Philadelphia, if you don't go get this motherfucker in the next 1 hour, it's going to be a situation.
Ain't he the one with the bad knee?
Sam Sports, that's coming from Sam Sports. I'm sorry.
No, I said, isn't Jalen Smith the one with the bad knee who had the surgery before he came to the Cowboys, and they don't think he's ever been the same since, right?
Yeah, the one from Notre Dame, yeah.
Right. So why would they go get him? What's the big deal?
Because he's still him with a bad knee, still better than every linebacker we got.
All right.
The homeless.
Him with a hoof.
Better
Him with a hoof and the fucking and the cane is better than any linebacker we got. But I'm sorry, Shannon. You could.
Is that the same? Is that the same guy that was trying to do the bribe thing? Is that him?
No. That's Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins, the offensive
okay.
lineman
Okay.
from the Cowboys. He's the right tackle.
All right. Got you. All right. So anyway, wow, they let him go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money they had to eat. Let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's the
fine.
part I was thinking.
But anyway, so I'll say my Steelers are playing like trash, but 40-0 to the Buffalo Bills of all people. I'm sorry. So they were just trash. I can't find any redeeming qualities about that team right now. All I got to say.
I'm not gonna say nothing. As of right now, Buffalo has been playing. You know, they're gonna put up
That's the
two
first
donuts.
thing I said. They've been playing well. They're a great team. That's what I said. They are. I'm not gonna lose my freaking mind over them, but they've been playing pretty good.
But
they gotta hold on to the ball. They gotta stop turning. They gotta stop the turnovers. They have to stop doing that. But they're looking pretty tight. But the thing is, 40-0 was more about Houston losing than it was about them winning in this game. I'm not gonna talk about the Miami game. Okay, they beat them 30-something-0. Fine, they beat them. They whooped them like they stole something. But this one right here was just given to them on a platter. They're just not talented and they're not coming together.
Well, in the next couple of weeks, I might have something to say about Buffalo. Watch me as I twinkle my eyes like a pretty woman in the club. I might have something.
Well, anyway,
I might have something.
I mean, Buffalo, they've been doing a doggone thing, but I'm just saying, y'all need to just calm down. It's not like that.
All right, let's do these certified players. Since Guru want to show this love to the Dallas Cowboys, I'm definitely going to the bathroom on this note. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Ryan, you go right after him.
Georgia Bulldog.
I said after him, fool. Damn.
Go after Guru. Go ahead, Guru. Get you out of the way.
Well, one thing I just want to do some housekeeping about the Sixers. Now, remember, they went out and they hired Daryl Morey, and I believe he's supposedly the president of basketball operations, and so he's a guy who has his hands on everything. So I don't believe Elton Brand can do anything without his approval. So that kind of cut the.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not really blaming him.
Yeah, so I just want to just be clear about that. I don't know what people could expect him to do because, most people think Daryl Morey is running the show now. So I don't know. I'm not inside. I'm not a fly on the wall, but I would tend to lean that way as well. But who knows? Either way, as far as my primetime players are concerned, I did start off with the Cowgirls. I always call them that affectionately. And in light of the OG Czar being a little under the weather tonight, we got to start with his boys. Dak, Prescott and I think his name is Trayvon Diggs. Believe his brother is Stephon, the guy wide receiver, used to be on Minnesota, got traded to Buffalo, and I don't know which brother is better right now. They both, studs. One plays defense, one plays offense. The Trayvon kid, I mean, he's just an interception machine. I think he has 5 interceptions in 4 games. And Dak, I just want to say, because there was some, talk about him before the season, but the reality right now, Dak is playing like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. And anybody who thinks differently doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. The guru has spoken. All right. He is balling. And I'm not I'm a cowgirl hater for the most part, because I can't stand Jerry Jones. I really can't. I call him the slave master, whatever he is. But even I'm not gonna give him prime time, but even a running back who me and Czar have been debating. I believe he had 150 something yards. I mean, an outstanding game for him. I'm not going to give him, prime time, because if he's able to play this well, then what the hell was he doing last year? It seemed like he just gave up on the season last year. It just seemed like he quit. So I still gotta, I know he's the same one that, he tried to, the girl was at the stadium and he tried to look at her boobs and all that kind of stuff. So the elevator don't go all the way to the top floor with him, but nevertheless, and also say that again.
Not when the ladies around, it don't go to the top floor.
Well, neither do they go to the top floor when Urban Meyer either. So that I get in Urban. I looked it up. He's same age as I am, 57. So we know you need a lot to get your stuff revved up, brother. He's July 10th, 64, and I'm August 9th, 64. So, Urban, you got me by about 30 days, my man. But anyway, that being said, I got to give some love to Kyla Murray. I thought he looked terrible in preseason, man. Once again, this tells you, you don't know what these guys need in order to get them going. He's balling out, man. He's just playing. And what Arizona did, and, man, they did a good demolition, because a lot of people, the Stafford guy, some people still don't believe in him. Rob Parker, of Fox Sports, says he was terrible in playoff spots, and he's just not a big-time player. And then, you get a lot of people who's giving him love, but, he spit the bit. So as soon as the pressure got on him, nothing. So shout out to my man Kyler, who really did his thing. And also I want to give a little love to Dan Quinn, because that defense, it may not be great, but it's certainly, Mr. Nolan, what's his last name? Yeah, Nolan's the last name. His last name, right? He was terrible last year, the defensive coordinator. And even though Dan wasn't a great coach for Ron's Atlanta Falcons, he was part of that tremendous defense they had in Seattle, and sort of the architect of that. So I don't know if he's going to get another head coaching job. He probably will if the Cowboys can get to a Super Bowl. That's why I'll make that prediction right there. So I named, I think I got everybody. We might go around again. There you go. Next up.
Oh, wow. Go ahead, Ron.
I got the Georgia Bulldogs.
And why?
Because when you score 37 points on Arkansas, that's how you're supposed to play. You're supposed to play like that. Keep your foot on people's neck. And that's what they did. So
never stop, never take your foot off the gas, right?
Never.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing some good ball. They playing some good ball. Oh, I just want to say one thing if I can. That was Bogarts. I believe he's a shortstop, hit that 2-run home run for Boston with that 2-0 lead over the Yankees. Boy, I want to see the Yankees go down today, boy. I'll tell you, I might give out money on every show if they do. Just letting everybody know.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna say my first certified player, Guru. Certified players are the New York football teams because they both won their games. And I mean, I heard this all Sunday night, all day Monday. That's all I heard about, how they both won their games. And people screaming, New York, stand up, screaming, all excited because they both won. Even people who were not Jets fans or not Giants fans, they like the other team, were cheering because they both won. And all up in the on the social media pages and whatnot. So shout out to both teams, the Giants and the Jets, for winning. So I put them on my list. Let's see.
Open overtime too.
The Giants, yep. Then the Giants won 27-21. And the Jets won 27-24.
Mm.
Over the Titans.
The mice is dancing in New York, boy. At least for one night. The mice was dancing in the Big Apple.
Oh,
one night they was running around, eating cheese and everything.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they enjoyed it for one night. You got any more Prime? Any more certifieds, Guru? Or, well, Guru was next, I guess, because Dennis not back yet.
I don't think I have any more, to be honest with you. I had to see it. So I had Payton, Trash, Javon, Prime, that Kyla.
All right, well, go ahead.
No, that's about.
I got Cordell Patterson. He had 3 touchdowns, a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah,
Oh, he used to be on Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot of speed, but he I don't know. He never used to catch the ball.
Well, he doing everything for us this year. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner, punt returner. He doing everything. And he doing his thing out there. So.
He doing what Julio used to do for y'all, right?
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just saying. No. All right.
So he doing his thing out there.
This guy gonna show his face after his team spit the bit last night. Oh my God. That's some bullshit, man. Hey, Dennis, get his ass out of here, man. Get him out of here. You the first person to be protecting Gruden. If I hear you, first of all, let me just say this. If Gruden don't make the playoffs this year, he's gotta go. And I want you to be the first person.
Let the man get in the room.
No,
he
hell
got
no.
in here good.
Wait a minute.
You know how they say in fighting, Miss Chocolate, you want to give him a couple of rights and left. You get in New York City, you get the first blow in, you usually win the fight.
Oh,
right, Ron?
Okay.
First and foremost, we are 3-1. I think that's a pretty good start. I mean, yesterday, I felt so
happy and giddy, you could barely talk. Look at you.
I felt like the beginning of the game, his play calling. He needs to let Derek Carr call the plays, man. He wants too much control of the offense. And you try to run the ball, but you got Josh Jacobs who's injured, and he's about 60%. And then the other running back was injured as well. So it's like you trying to establish the run, and I understand that, but that Chargers team is high. They're a very high scoring offense, so you can't really get behind like that. It was a valiant effort coming back in the second half, but you can't be trailing teams like that all the time, man. It's not a recipe for success at all, and it finally came back to bite him yesterday.
Okay, did you see First Take today, Mr. Don?
No.
I did see portion of it, yes.
Okay, because what's the young lady's name? Mina Kimes, I think is her name. She
Yeah,
kind of.
I love me in the comments, man.
Well, you ain't love her today because she said basically your tackle, your guard got eaten up, and that basically the reason why you guys ain't going nowhere is because in the trenches you guys are soft, basically. And Keyshawn Johnson's been a big proponent of your guys and a big Derek Carr lover and saying that he's one of the top 5 wide receivers. So I don't know. You might want to give old Mina a call there, Donnie, old boy.
I mean, I like her because she keep it real. But I mean, at the end of the day, we have offensive linemen that are hurt right now.
Talking about incognito.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, all right. I got another certified. Did I say that? I said the New York teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Said that already. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my Michigan State Spartans who keep on winning. They won 48 to 31.
Was a big loss. So,
they won 48 to 31.
Soon, and then we can take. But I'm happy with the 3-1 stuff. Very happy.
Oh, is he talking?
Yeah, he must have got a phone call while he was going on.
Yeah.
He didn't hear nothing we were saying.
We didn't hear you.
I'm just saying I'm happy to be 3-1, and we got some offensive line players that are out. So, unfortunately, it's next man up, and sometimes the next man up ain't really the greatest person, So, unfortunately, you got to take your losses, but I'll take 3-1. We got the Broncos coming up, and then we're going to have the Eagles. That's a win right before our bye week, so we all good. You know what I mean?
You better hope Bridgewater don't play because that'd be 3-2.
Yeah. You'll be 3-3, so it don't matter.
All right. Well, let me do another certified then. I said shout out to my Michigan State Spartans for winning, but let me appease these Bills, these sensitive Bills fans out here because they're getting upset. Sensitive. Somebody, they're sensitive. They're getting upset.
Where my napkins at? Hold on. Somebody listen,
they're getting They're getting upset.
Get your napkins out.
Because we're not mentioning them. We have to talk about them. We have to say something good about them, or they're upset. So let me go to this post that your friend and mine put in here. Let me find it. It was here a minute ago.
Ron, while she looking for that, get that bubble wrap. Get that bubble wrap you got over there. Get the bubble wrap for the sensitive, just for the sensitive fans. It ain't just Bill fans because it's a couple.
Well, maybe he deleted it. But anyway, he wanted us to say that mention the Bills because with the way they've been playing, they have how many points have they won in the last 3 games? We'll post that again so I can give them the exact number because I don't want to get the number wrong because then you'll be crying because I'm trying to short them or something. So is it 118 points?
It's 118 points they scored in the last 3 games.
Yeah, here it is. And having 2 shutouts in 3 games.
Having 2 shutouts in 3 games. And
guess what he said at the end?
What did he say?
He said, it don't matter who you play.
Wow!
It's how you play them.
Wow! Sound like a hypocrite to me. Wow!
I'm going to leave that alone. But anyway, so shout out to the
That
Buffalo.
might be the worst division in football.
They have put up 118 points in 3 games. Oh my goodness. Isn't that fantastic? They must be the number 1 team in the NFL right now, right? Wouldn't you guys agree? They're the number 1 team in the NFL. Isn't that right?
Sharon, it's only week 5.
No. According to Josh Bailey says the only ones that say it's only week 5 are the ones that's losing.
Oh, okay.
So, we're not allowed to say that because our teams are losing.
Josh Bailey,
we can't say that.
Don't worry, because there's only one team that wins the Super Bowl, and if it ain't you, then you just a loser like the rest of us. Just remember that, all right? Just remember that.
I got one more.
Wait a minute. In the words of OG, come talk to me week 17.
Week 17.
That's all I gotta say. Just come talk to me week 17.
But Dennis, can I actually just tell me? Can I actually put? I know you guys want a certified player, so I'm assuming you guys did trash players already. But can I just give my trash player, please? I
Yeah.
really need to sound off, man. Just give me a second, man.
Oh shit.
So
Go
my
ahead. Go ahead.
my trash player is Bill Belichick, man. What were you thinking, bro? Like you're like his in game at the end of that game was not managed well whatsoever. You know, I'm sitting there thinking that he basically gave Brady the game. Okay, it's 4th and 3. You're gonna go and set, and you're gonna put your kicker in a situation to kick a 56-yard field goal with wind and rain, and you're down by what? They were down by 2 points at the time, and it's like you have a 4th and 3 with the timeout in your pocket. And so here's my thing. So Bill Belichick, even if he and I'm sorry, Bill Belichick, he's a great mastermind of the game, but I just thought it was a trash decision. So you're gonna set him up to kick the field goal. Even if he kicks the field goal, there's still 40-something seconds left, and Tom Brady has a chance to go down to the end of the field. That makes no absolute sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, I don't care how you want to slice it, dice it. If you look at the scenario, it doesn't make any sense. So it just sounded like he kind of said, here, Mr. Brady, take this win. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you in the past. I'm just going to bail you out. But trash player, Bill Belichick, towards the end of that game, does not make any sense whatsoever. From a time perspective, if he makes the field goal, and the fact is you didn't even use, you kicked the field goal with the timeout in your pocket with 4th and 3. Makes no sense whatsoever. So Bill Belichick, you're my trash player.
I don't understand why coaches be holding on to timeouts. They don't roll over.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give my certified player, Tyreek Hill. Boy, he came in Philadelphia and whipped our ass. I'm gonna keep it real. He came into Philadelphia and whipped our ass.
He finally showed up.
He had a phenomenal game.
Praise the
Yeah,
Lord. Praise the Lord.
He had a great game
Praise the
against
Lord.
us.
Praise the Lord.
He had a great game against us. I'm gonna have to admit, Tyreek Hill. Who you got, Ryan?
I got one more trash ass player. One more.
Oh wait, we going back and forth on this one.
Wait a minute. And he been talking mad junk all year long.
Oh, I know what you're talking about to say. Go ahead, give it to him. Give it to him, Ryan.
Now, Dallas, you thought y'all was going to beat Tampa Bay.
Almost did.
You thought Matt Jones was that guy. Mac and cheese, what y'all call him. Why he ain't win the game?
1 and 3.
Talking jump about every team.
Team effort.
Every team for the last 2 years. Soon y'all lost. You've been playing hard your seat.
For people that don't know, he's talking about Dallas Oliver, not the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Oliver. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he was really tripping. Anybody else got any more certified players?
I have a certified player. My certified player, and I'm gonna tip my hat to him, is he's in my own division. I'm gonna have to certify Justin Herbert, man. He did his thing yesterday, man. He dude is well beyond his years as a quarterback. So I give him a lot of credit for being able to, check, go through his check downs and his reads very, very, very fast. And I mean, I was really impressed with his poise and stuff, especially when they got down by a touchdown, that drive that he conducted, to put them up by 2 touchdowns on. You got to tip your cap to him. You got to tip your cap in.
Hold on. Guru, what's up with your face? What you making that face for?
I don't like the kid. Remember, I got a bet.
Wait a minute. Hold the hell up. Hold up. How in the blue hell can you give all this credit to Daniel Jones, but you can't give no love to Justin Herbert?
Well, I got a bet with King Czar that his stats won't be as good as it was last year. So I don't give a bleep what you say. I want my money.
You know what, man? You are something else.
I'm a gambling machine.
The truth comes out, man. The truth comes.
I'm a gambling machine, boy. I love gambling.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm sitting there. Mind you, I'm the guy that said that he wasn't going to be that good when he got drafted. I'm that guy. I had to eat crow because I was wrong.
Well, you go ahead and eat crow.
This
I won't eat crow
this
until
guy
I
is
lose that
good.
bet.
You're gonna lose that bet, brother. Okay,
Well,
you're gonna lose that.
Hey,
I mean,
he didn't
he's
look
been
so
looking,
good a
he's been
couple of weeks
looking
ago.
good. He's been looking good 2 seasons in a row.
Right.
Well,
So it's not like he just had 2 good games all last season.
Well, he got to be
He
better,
played pretty well last season.
better than he was last year, and he was very mediocre against the Cowboys. Let's be honest. Cowboys got in there.
Well, first of all,
yeah.
that game was mediocre.
Yeah, make some excuses.
Everybody was mediocre that game because the referees controlled that game. So let's get that out the way, Guru. You saw the game like, let me get my Guru voice. You saw the game, Mr. Philadelphia, like I saw it, okay? The referees controlled that game, Mr. Philadelphia. Don't act like you didn't see it. Don't you make me drive to Philadelphia to come see you. Say it in my Guru voice. You gonna pick that one game of the season saying he looked mediocre. You are something else.
Who they got next?
You are something else.
Donovan, who they got next? Who San Diego play next?
It's
LA.
LA.
I don't know if San Diego plays next. I have to look that up.
I can tell you.
I'll look it up.
I can tell you who they play next. I can tell you who they play next. Hold on.
All right.
I think it might be Denver.
Oh, they play Cleveland. They play Cleveland.
Oh,
that's gonna be a game.
Boys. Oh, them old country boys about to get out there his ass.
And I believe Cleveland's gonna take that game.
Oh, them big old country boys. Hey, you think they you know what they call you, Dennis? Little Dennis. Little Dennis, boy. That's what them big old country boys, Clowney and that other cat.
Clowney. Ain't nobody seen Clowney since fucking the Michigan game. Who the fuck is Clowney? Ain't nobody seen him.
Somebody was getting in that booty last week because they did a number on what's his name on the Minnesota quarterback.
I'm taking the Chargers on that one.
Because what's his name? The quarterback in Cleveland had a horrible game. So
that's exactly why. That's exactly why I'm taking Chargers.
The defense had to do a number on them, boy. Oh yes, he did. That don't play that. That Cleveland defense is hellified.
Anybody else got any more certified players?
No, we all are the certified players.
I got one that we didn't say. We have to acknowledge.
Oh no, matter of fact, I got one more. I'm gonna let you go.
We have to acknowledge the fact that Tom Brady did break Drew Brees' record. And so he leads in passing yardage. So shout out to Tom Brady. He's number 1 in passing yardage. And I feel like, we need to say that. This is talking-ish.
Since you want to put that on there, he also has beaten every team in the NFL. Go ahead.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He also got that rabbit foot too.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom. I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to a quarterback that I've been dogging and loving and dogging and loving. Zach Wilson. Hell of a game he played on Sunday. First half looked a little shaky, but the second half, hell of a game you played. That's the way you win your first football game in the NFL. I liked it. I liked everything I seen.
On a missed field goal.
But do you know what I liked about that game?
Guru, if you won a Super Bowl on a missed field goal, you won a Super Bowl, didn't you?
I like the way his
teammates.
Do y'all hear me talking? Or what? Y'all want me to just stop talking? Because I can stop talking. I just mute my mic the rest of the show.
Will Lombard. Let me stop. I just had to tease Will. He just I didn't mean that, Buffalo fans. Y'all get it soon. Y'all gonna win it this year. Josh Allen gonna take y'all away. Okay. Good.
You didn't sound very believable when you made that statement.
Yeah, I wasn't really saying it with my heart, but Miss Mrs. Chocolate's a little upset.
No, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all don't want me to talk today.
Oh,
I feel disrespected today. Damn, can I get a word in? Shit.
Oh snap! Hey, he called you an old Magic Johnson looking mofo too. But Ryan, you got your questions?
Yeah. you think
You already did your wide receivers, right?
That's at the end. I'm trying to get Ron
Okay.
questions out the way.
the Nets need to trade Kyrie Irvin because he becoming a distraction?
I'll take that first. Number one, Kyrie has put it out there that obviously today was the first day the Nets had practice here in the metropolitan area. To my surprise, I guess in Staten Island, that rule doesn't apply, but it applies to Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. Doesn't apply to Westchester. I grew up in Brooklyn. I live in Westchester now, but so it's so convoluted, this rule. But Kyrie could not attend practice. Steve Nash got all these questions at practice, and he said that we support our player. So Kyrie will not be able to practice in Brooklyn, nor will he be able to play in Brooklyn. If you haven't heard, Wiggins took the shot. He was on yesterday, and they asked him why he did it. He basically said he was forced to, or he wouldn't be able to play in the NBA.
Right.
So that was his his answer, and I respect him. Who's going to give up? And there's another home run. The Sox are up 3-0. It's gone. Goodbye. Red Sox 3, Yankees nothing. Well, anyway, so what I was going to say is that Kyrie, this whole thing about not vaccinated, not vaccinated, and he chooses not to be vaccinated. It's his choice. The NBA also made it a little sweeter because before they was talking about taking away a day's pay from him or for every game that he missed. Now it's only a percentage. So the NBA took care of that. And as far as anything else is concerned, hey, the man's standing on his convictions. He doesn't want to get vaccinated. He has enough power in his union where he's not going to lose his job. If you work for certain organizations, you'll lose your job, or you'll be placed on administrative leave until you run out of sick time. So it's an unfortunate situation, but it's the reality of the world that we live in right now, that, the vaccinated, Congress and the vaccinated president and the vaccinated, contemporaries are controlling, what the non-vaccinated can do to a certain degree. And it's unfortunate. I do, as a vaccinated person, I still feel like people should have their own decision to make. And, now I'm not going to let you come in my house if you're not vaccinated. That's my choice. But I'm not going to discriminate against you going to the grocery store or doing whatever you need to do. I'll just wear my mask to protect myself. And that's all people should do. You got to protect yourself. But like I said, you have the right to control what's yours to control. But I don't have the right to control others. And all this stuff about, it's going to, affect you to the point where you're going to get, hey, man, people vaccinated or not have been getting sick and we have been catching COVID. So there's no evidence, although they want to put out that nonsense that if you're vaccinated, you're least likely to catch COVID. That hasn't even been really proven right now, because so many people who have been vaccinated are the first to get, COVID, because most of them are going outside without a mask. Most of them are going in stores without a mask, and that's, you're more susceptible. That's what it comes down to. So, Kyrie, we'll see what happens down the road if he decides to give in. But right now, doesn't seem like he is. Seems like he'll stand firm, and he can't practice or play, but he can play in every arena, I believe, except for Golden State and Brooklyn.
Yeah, but that's like,
what do you think, Sharon?
Think about what?
Do you think he become a distraction?
I don't know. Let somebody else answer.
I'll answer. I've said this since last year. We had, on another show, they had asked the question, who's Durant better off with? And I said James Harden, and it wasn't because I didn't think Kyrie's skill set was as good as James Harden. Kyrie is just a very, very, I'm not saying he's an oddball, but he's strong in his beliefs, and he's going to do whatever Kyrie's going to do, whatever Kyrie's going to want to do for the best interest of himself. And, basketball is a sport to where, it's more of a players league, and I understand it, but it kind of gets to the point to where not only this occasion, but he took that sabbatical last year. You just don't know what Kyrie's going to do. And it's unfortunate. And then when Kyrie does play, I mean, he gets injured a lot. So, I mean, I think Kyrie's an excellent talent, but when it boils down to it, if you look at the history of Kyrie and the distractions he's caused at a lot of places, I would say yes. I would say yes. And I think the facts and the data and the instances kind of add up to all that, So yeah, I believe he is a distraction.
Well, one thing I just want to add is that a lot of people keep saying that they could trade him. The bottom line is Kyrie has made it clear that if you trade him, he's retiring. So if you trade him, you're not going to get anything in return. So the Nets are sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. If he's truly going to retire, which, he is a cuckoo bird, Don was being nice, and he will probably retire. So the team will get nothing. So if you're willing to risk that, then that's on you. Go ahead, John. You got a rebuttal? Go right ahead.
I got one. One, if he feel like that, I'd be like, if I'm the GM or the owner, if you feel like that, bye.
Who? But what are you saying? Buy? The Nets can't trade him unless somebody says we'll trade him to you. If say I want to trade him to you, and you say and he's saying I'm not going to play, I'm going to retire, I'm going to quit. What are you going to do? You're going to trade one of your better players and get nothing in return?
Can I finish?
Go right ahead.
What I'm saying, if you feel like that, everywhere you've been almost everywhere you've been in the NBA, you got injured. Boston, injured. The Cavs, injured. The Nets did better without him last year. So
that's not true. That's a lie.
True.
They did not have a better record without him last year. I hate Kyrie. That's not the case.
You want to bet some money?
Yeah, I'll bet some money
after the show. We'll talk.
How much money we gonna bet?
After the show, we will talk.
Tell him $2, Ryan. Piss him off and tell him $2, Ryan. Tell him $2. Piss him off.
Like I said, everywhere he been injured.
Fact.
Okay, so if you don't want to play, bye, deuces.
Well, you keep saying that. You keep saying that, but why would somebody trade him if they're not going to get anything in return for him?
But what I'm saying is,
he's saying just release him and just
release him.
Oh, okay. Well,
release
I know.
him.
That's easy. That's easy for people to say. That'd be like me saying, why not take half my pension and just throw it out the window? Or you take, half of your whatever money you get and throw it away. Owner, just throw your money away. Don't get anything in return for it.
Sports dude, you just said this. When's the last time he played a full season?
I don't remember.
Okay, thank you.
But last year, the argument is because Harden was at 65% and he was obviously he didn't play after he hurt his ankle. That's why they lost. So do you think they can get to the championship without him there on the Nets at all this year?
Yes.
Well, I don't think they could. Who they got? Shit, I seen Miami playing ball last night. Obviously, Milwaukee's the defending champions. They're not just gonna hand the trophy to Kevin Durant. It ain't gonna happen.
What I'm saying is, Kyrie, you have not been the same since the Cavs.
No, that's not true. He was playing excellent ball last year. Excellent. And I don't like the man.
What happened? What happened?
He got hurt in a playoff game.
Okay, you making my point for me.
No, I'm not. I mean, because
Yes,
you keep
he
saying
is, because he had not played
they
no full
eventually
season.
lost.
He
They
had
lost
not
to
played no full
Milwaukee.
season in a
They
long
lost to Milwaukee.
time.
LeBron didn't play a full season. AD didn't play a full season. Shit, Harden didn't play a full season.
It did. What I said, did I bring AD up?
Embiid
Did
didn't
I
play a
bring
full
LeBron
season.
James
The only
up?
one that played a full season
Okay.
was the Joker. The only one who played a full season was the Joker, and he won the MVP. So I don't know why you keep saying that. It's hard to play a full season.
Lord, that must.
You're wrong, man.
Let me go on to my next question, please.
Please do. Make this one better than that one. Please.
Okay. How many times should an NFL player take a drug test?
I know Miles.
Now, hurry up. Come on now.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this.
We on the clock now.
Okay, collectively bargain, when you fail a drug test at Metro or any other place, then you're no longer subjected to random testing. They can test you as much as they want. So they can test you 4 times a week, 3 times a week. But generally, if you have not failed a drug test, it is called random. When I was at Metro North in 33 years, I got tested for drugs maybe 5 times in 33 years. So you do the math. Because it was random. I was never dirty. A friend of mine was dirty. He got tested 50 times in 30-something years. So that's how random drug testing works. If you're dirty, they can test you as many times as they want. If you're not, it's random. It's when your number comes up.
Or
your number could come up twice in a year, or it could come up twice in 3 or 5 years. That's why they call it random. There you go.
Or if you play a good game like Miles Garrett did on Sunday against Minnesota, they're going to give you back-to-back tests.
No, he said because he had his sleeve, he ain't had no sleeves on. As soon as he took his sleeves off, then all of a sudden he got these random tests.
Sound fishy to me. What about you, then?
I mean, it's been going on like that for a while. They did that to Ray Lewis a lot because they thought he was on the roids.
Right. Well,
yeah, I mean,
they thought he was on roids because he took his sleeves off?
Yeah.
He said, well, Miles said ever since I took my sleeves off, they've been giving me these random tests.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that.
He not the only player that been saying that Brent the corner that played for the Dolphins games. He said that after he had a 3-interception football game, he said they gave him a test right after.
Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes, like I said, I knew people there who were there the same amount of time that I was there, 30-something years, and they got tested 20 times, and I only got tested 5 times. It's just sometimes the luck of the draw. It does look curious at times when players do certain things, and all of a sudden they're getting tested twice in 1 week. It looks curious, but that's what they call random.
Yeah.
Now, if you're saying
just like you said
hard,
before, just like you said before, Guru, you must have had a rabbit's foot, right?
No, it didn't. It didn't really matter to me, Don, because I wasn't doing those drugs.
I'm just saying.
The last drug I did was when I was 18 years old and smoked some weed. And once I got my job at Metro North, I was past 18, and I never touched another drug, even to this day, because that's because my job, I valued it more than I valued either doing drugs, getting high off of marijuana or cocaine or anything like that, or definitely crack, because I had responsibilities. Now, everybody, that's not in everybody's DNA. Some people can't control themselves. But, I'm not knocking anyone because that's why they call it addictions. I'm addicted to eating too much. That's why I have diabetes. So everybody has something that they fall victim of.
Absolutely.
Or something that they can't control.
I mean, like as far as the testing, it's like, I mean, it's just random. Like Guru said. I mean, it's just like some people just their number doesn't get called, and it just is what it is. I mean, I would like to see what method goes behind it. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Or how do they exactly do it? But you know, if they say it's random, then I mean, I trust that it is random. But like I said, it would be kind of interesting to see how they conduct the random and how they decide who gets it actually tested.
Also, another factor that you have to consider: how many football players are in the National Football League? It's 53 on the roster times 32. So whatever that number comes out to, what is that? 32 times 52? I'll do the math.
Like 1,500 and something. So
52 times 32 is 1,600 players. Okay. So say it's someplace like MTA or Metro or any of these other places. You have, we had 1,000 conductors. We had another 500 engineers. So that's 1,500. So basically, to be honest with you, it was about the same amount that they were dealing with in terms of numbers. Because say, for example, if you had 3,000 people, okay, opposed to the 1,500 that they have, then if it was random with 3,000, the chances of if you just do probability, and I'm not no math genius, but if you just do probability, if you take 3,000 and you just do it randomly, your number is going to come up a lot more than if you only have 1,500, because it's less people to pick from. So right. Therefore, you will have instances where, a Myles Garrett, where he thinks somebody's picking at him because of whatever sleeves or whatever issue you're talking about. It may simply be random. But like I said, the gentleman who has already failed the drug test, he is no longer under the random situation. He is at the mercy of the league in terms of how often they want to test that person. And that's the difference. Go ahead.
I have a question. In the question, how often, didn't you ask how often they should be tested?
Right. And my answer is that it depends on the randomness of the test. It has nothing to do with what I think or anybody thinks. It's random drug testing. So it could be 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. Or like I said, in a situation with somebody who's come up dirty, it could be 20 times in 1 week. And there's nothing you can do about it. You shouldn't have been dirty.
Well,
and you can complain about it all you want. If you're dirty, you're subjected to the rules that they have collectively bargained for.
Aren't there tests?
Just like MTA
aren't there
or police
tests random
department
anyway? Their tests are random, again? Right? Their tests are random.
Is
that right?
It's
NFL is random.
It's
initially,
supposed to be random.
Yeah.
But
let me tell you, my answer is as many times as they see fit. I don't really care how many times they do it. If they want to test you every day after practice, then they can do it. And I don't have any problem with it. I know this is not the popular answer and I don't really care. But when every job you have rules to follow, period.
Right.
That's it. You don't want to follow the damn rules, form your own damn company and work for yourself.
Right.
And that's what I tell everybody that I mentor and everybody that I give advice to. If you don't like the rules that your employer has, and every employer you go to, they require you to do stuff you just cannot stand, go in business for yourself. You don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
That's the way I feel about it. That's honestly how I feel about it. And like Guru said, you ought not be dirty. You know what the rules are.
No.
Don't put shit in your body. You don't know what it is. Don't do anything. Do not do it while you're employed by the NFL. What's so hard about that? I mean, I can't. At my company, we do random drug tests. Never failed one. Never failed one in over 30 years. Why? Number one, I just don't do drugs, period. But if I were one that did them, if I knew I was going to be tested, I wouldn't be doing them.
What?
Or wouldn't be working
I gotta
there.
make. It's just like everybody keeps talking about, it's that person's choice. What does it have to do with? Okay, but it's also your choice to either do the right thing that's required by the rule or not. So if you decide you're going to take a chance, don't get mad at them for doing the test. Be mad at yourself because you decided you didn't want to follow through.
Right.
That's on you.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line is either follow the rules or find another job somewhere else.
That's right. Yeah. That's basically it. So my answer is whenever they want to. Now, do I understand? I know people don't want to hear this, and I don't care. Do I understand that sometimes people could be racially motivated to test more than others? I do. But guess what? When you decide that you want to get in the business, that's something you just got to learn to deal with. If you don't like it, don't get in the business because it ain't going to change. We all know who owns all these NFL teams. We all know.
What?
So you can't play that card talking about this isn't fair. Woe is me. I'm being oppressed when you know this is what's going to happen. It's like I was saying earlier. The 76ers drafted Ben Simmons. They knew what they were getting. He showed you when he was at LSU. Don't act all brand new now like something's going to be different. It's the same thing about the NFL and any other sports organization. They give you all the requirements when you sign that contract. You know what you're doing. You don't like it, go in business for yourself or do something else.
Great answer though, Chocolate Girl. But maybe they should drug test Ben, see why the fuck he ain't thinking about shooting. Maybe they should. It might be the weed.
He might have a problem.
Well, also another thing about the weed in the NFL, I believe I don't know if it's by state, but I don't think they're checking for that anymore.
They
checking in Philadelphia. Let me tell you that. Because
Donovan, is that
I don't care if it's weed, not weed. I don't care what it is.
Aren't they not checking for marijuana in the NFL in some instances?
No, they're supposed to be stopped. Starting this season, they stopped testing for that.
Yeah, they stopped testing for marijuana.
Don't worry about the weed, Philadelphia. Don't worry about the weed. Maybe it's the swamp water. Maybe it's the swamp water.
If Josh get kicked out again for a drug test, we know it ain't the weed, huh? All this time.
We shall know. We shall know.
That's all I'm gonna say. But Ryan, what's your next question?
Okay.
Oh shit! I lost my list. God damn it! I just had it.
What would you want? A top defense, or a top offense in the NFL?
That's a good question.
Come on, Sports Blue.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Wait a minute. Say that again, Ron. Repeat the question.
What would you want? A top defense or a top offense in the NFL?
Well, if I have my choice, I'm going to take. If I had to take the best, if you talk about top being the best, I've seen the top offenses lose on many occasions who had lousy defenses. But I've very rarely seen, and to be honest with you, I've seen top defenses also with offenses that were less than spectacular lose. So it just depends on what you want to see, because either way I go, if I had a top offense with a trashy defense, I can lose. If I had a top defense with a trashy offense, I can lose. But for me, I would probably take the defense because I'm an old school guy and they've made all the rules in favor of the offense. So I'm of the belief that I don't think that you should pay every quarterback like the kid from Cleveland. He should not be one of the top paid quarterbacks coming up. I believe me and my man over there got into a fight about that in terms of, or disagreement. Will he get paid? Well, I'll tell you, if he keeps playing like he's playing right now, he's not going to get paid. He's going to get paid like Johnny Manziel maybe, but he ain't going to get paid like the guy Mahomes. And the bottom line is he should never get that type of money. You should never go and pay somebody more just because he's the next man up. That's the stupidest thing the NFL could ever do. But you pay someone
I totally agree with you on that.
But that's what they're doing nowadays.
No, they haven't done it always. The Steelers linebacker did not get more than any other linebacker. His overall deal, he took less money because he went in the office and told him to make the deal. He got the highest annual contract, but only for 3 years, while other people, the kid from there's Bosa make more than him. There's about 3 or 4 other linebackers that make more than him. So it depends on the situation. Obviously, nobody got paid more than Mahomes. They paid the kid from Buffalo, Will Lombardi, them hero, Josh Allen. And for the first couple of games, he ain't did nothing. So he played against 2 scrubby teams. So now he actually played a little better, but he hasn't even lived up.
You didn't say that. Did you say Buffalo played 2 scrubby? Oh,
yeah.
You heard what they said. They played what was on the schedule.
Because it looks like
that
it looked like that AFC with Belichick and the Jets and the Dolphins,
Buffalo Bills.
And Buffalo, that looked like a trash ass division. That's what it looked like. It looked like a trash ass division. We didn't say that, but I'm gonna say it now. Buffalo. You come for the guru if you want to, if you're bad enough.
I'm sorry, Ron. Your question was better offense or better defense?
What?
Top. I'm sorry, top
offense
defense
or top defense.
Top defenses usually win Super Bowl. So give me the top defense.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive about that.
All right, Sharon.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I would go for the defense. Defense does win championships, but also with the way this league is set up now, you don't have to be the best offense to win.
What?
You really don't. Plus, the level of quarterback play has been like this anyway.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. So I'll take defense.
Okay, we need to read some comments.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back as far as I could. All right, here we go. Ernest said, "Fuck the Yankees." Will Bombard said, "Beasley is getting heat. Also, the fans are booing him because he's not vaxxed." Will also said, "Kyrie is the black sheep." Buck Flair said, "Sharon, you gonna have to smile, or he gonna come smack your booty and wake both of us up." Jay Jones said, "Did he say Kyrie's skill set is not as good as James Harden?" Wow, that's crazy. Kyrie Irvin just retired. No argument.
That is crazy.
Buck Flair said, "Too early for the NBA, LOL." Said, "Brady talk, Dallas talk, Steelers talk, Raiders talk." Bro, the disrespect, I'm out. Best 2, Sharon and Ryan and Dennis. Damn Guru getting busy tonight. Leave the drugs alone. Saw his muscles sit out.
Sticking out.
Saw his muscles stick out. I'm sorry,
Sticking out.
CMC needs to be tested. He sure does. You ain't lying. Facts, Guru. Priorities. We need to test the Guru right now. Retired. 1,664 players. Guru random drug test before Talk You Wish. Every time he loses his temper and does math. LOL.
that was Bug Flair that said.
Random test, Guru. Preach sharing. It's that simple. Well, Dennis Holmes, them edibles. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we done. We stopped testing for drugs, but you are subjective to test anytime the company wants to. Sign that paper at hiring. Okay.
That's right.
Ernest said, "Dumbass, puff, puff, pass." Dennis signed the contract. The host of the Buck Flair show. Don't worry, Dennis, I don't drug test. Defense wins championship. Top defense. Guru, make a damn decision. Kirk Cousins, next man up. What's the question? LOL. Will Bombard, we play. What's on the schedule? Ooh, I wish I would have met the Will Bombard last year that was talking that shit about the Steelers. That ain't the same Will Bombard that's talking this year. I know that. That ain't the same person. Let me say it in my Google voice. That ain't the same person.
He's still talking the same stuff this season too. About last season. Won't let it go. I told you he was gonna feel that way.
And then he gonna say, "Y'all wasn't saying that shit when Brady was winning." Yes, we was. Yes, we was. We was saying that shit. Yes, we was.
That was one of the reasons why a lot of people think New England was always getting to the championship, because they always had that best record and always had home field. Come on, Will. Will.
Chuck Thomas said drug test guru, Buffalo fans. And Trisha Joy said JETS.
He came in here with the Jets. I
All
gave
right.
him a shout out
Ryan,
already.
come on, you got some more?
Yeah.
All right, let's get through them.
Can a 1-3 NFL football team run the table and make it to the playoffs? I mean, run the table and make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Y'all
So
want me to say?
from all the teams that are 1-3 right
Y'all
now.
want me? No. Y'all want me to say what this question really trying to say?
Yeah, to the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons are not running the fucking team. Thank you, Guru.
I'm not
Guru.
worried about my team.
Hey,
I'm not worried about my team.
Your Eagles aren't either, so he was concluding them in that too.
Right.
No. See, I knew you was gonna take that shot. That's cool though, because your Raiders will fade in December. You'll be sitting right here on this couch next to me. All right. Your Raiders will
I'm
fade.
not even worried about my Falcons.
December's coming.
And for those fools in the comments who said I was lousy at math, which I am, 1-3 is inverse of 3-1. Inverse, baby, inverse. Look it up, player.
Oh my god!
He goes,
Look it up,
Hey,
player.
where's the drug testing kit right now, man?
I think I might have one in my bag.
Yeah. What y'all think?
Sheila, you got a drug kit? Bring one over here. I need one for Guru.
Sharon, you ain't right. You ain't right, Sharon.
Hey, she got one.
No, you ain't right, Sharon. You my chocolate delight, and you gonna go with these fools that want me drug tested on national sports media?
Wait a minute, I'm your what? Didn't you hear what he said?
No. I wanted to know how long you was going. No. I want to know how long you was gonna let that go on. I wasn't even gonna interrupt that. I said every damn week I got interrupted.
It just hit me. I was like, wait a minute, what did he call me?
Every week he called you something different. My chocolate tonight, my light chocolate twinkle. What the fuck? How many fucking chocolate?
Hey, Steven, you started this. If it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, it is not a mongoose.
Affleck. It's Affleck. Chocolate delight. This motherfucker
What's
right
the
here.
next question?
Chocolate.
Because we ain't gonna
I can't even answer that question.
Don't
You
mess
told me that
it up.
question, Ron. I told you I can't answer that.
Okay. Do you think Pittsburgh Steelers will make it to the playoffs?
Oh, shit.
God.
Here we go.
Why is he attacking
shit.
everybody's
Wow.
Guru, put your head down, Guru. Put your head down. Put your head down. Put your head down.
You ain't gotta put your hand down. Just answer the question. To be honest, I'll go since they being all scared and stuff.
If Haskins starts in the next 2 weeks, go Steelers, baby. Go Steelers. I'm gonna go get me a number 3 jersey.
I'm letting you know right now that he's not gonna be the one that they pick. It's gonna be Rudolph.
Wait, hold up.
Rudolph is the number 2 and Haskins is the number 3.
But you know what, Sharon? As you know, God has the final say.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
And you've been praying to God that Haskins get in, ain't you?
No, you know what? I haven't even, really that hasn't come over my radar because first, what's his name? Tomlin has to decide to take Ben out of there. But I know if the other clown gets in there, something's going to happen to him. And yes, Haskins will get a chance. That I do know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I'm not gonna act like I'm Miss Cleo and I can predict what's gonna happen. But anything can happen, Ron. That's my answer.
Ron, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
You just don't know. If they keep playing the way they playing now, then obviously the answer is no. But who knows if they're gonna keep playing that way? I don't know.
That's true.
They off by a little. They off by a little bit. They're a little off.
No, what you say then?
No,
They're a little
they
off.
off by a lot. They're off by a lot.
Yeah, they're a little off. So I'm gonna say it's possible. I mean, I seen the connection with Juju and Ben last night. It's a little off. It's like they need to go on another tick. They're taking on the wrong. It's a little off. It's a little off. They're gonna get it together.
Is it Juju on that TikTok with you?
Well, you know me. I'm on TikTok.
See, this is another thing. He ain't even been doing that like he was last season, and nobody will even give him that credit. They still TikTok this, TikTok that, complain about. He ain't even doing it no more, y'all.
Well, you know who started that? You know who started that the other day or last week? It was Stephen A. Smith that was saying that, oh, he shouldn't say anything if he's on TikTok. Okay.
Well, I
So
mean,
he started that narrative.
I don't like when he says it. I'm not gonna say he started it. No, he did not. Because
that's the only person I heard say
it. Fans have been saying it all season. I told you I'm in 5011 Pittsburgh groups. They've been saying it all season. And I am just saying, get a man credit for what the man is trying to do. Everybody's saying he need to grow up. When he does stuff that shows that he's growing up or he's at least trying, he gets no credit, and all they want to do is make TikTok jokes. I'm just saying, get a damn man credit where it's due. When he messes up, y'all ready to talk. But when he does something right, nobody wants to say anything. And I'm just saying, say it. That's the reason why I said what I said. I mean, hell, I gave compliments to Tom Brady and the Bills today. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Anybody.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't always just be a damn fan and a hater all the time and a troll. That shit gets on my nerve.
Yeah, damn it.
You know how I feel about that. I can't stand a troll. Don't troll me.
I ain't that big of a troll. I ain't got that much time to be trolling like that.
Well, you ain't never trolled me, so I don't really know.
Well, let me ask you this question, Sharon. Is it true? Because, Will is not always reliable with his sources. Juju and Ben already starting to blame each other. Well, what was there to blame? Ben threw the ball 5 yards over his head. There was no way he could catch the ball. So what's that all about? A little bit.
That's what I said.
Okay, first Juju was saying, listen, we don't need to be pointing fingers at anybody. Then supposedly this random hidden camera recording came up of Juju possibly saying something. I haven't heard it and I haven't played it. But here's the way I feel about it. I really don't give a damn what he said on there. The bottom line is if they don't get in sync, they're not going to be successful. That's it. I don't give a darn what happened last week, last night, or 15 minutes ago. They got a game coming up. It's Denver. They need to get prepared. They don't have time to be worried about proving to you who did what and who said what. And I don't mean you, Guru. I mean everybody. It's just ridiculous to me. Every time I see something posted about them, that's all people want to talk about.
Has there been friction between them in the past? Sweet chocolate.
No. The only friction there was about the TikTok videos and all that, but Tomlin handled that.
Right.
That was it.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
The only thing I got to say, I keep going back to the off season. If Juju wasn't happy and he was being mistreated, he would have gone to Kansas City where they were offering him more money. He didn't go. He didn't go for a reason. He didn't go because he felt like he wanted to stay and make TikTok fucking videos. He stayed with the Steelers because they're the Steelers. That's why.
Go ahead. I'll be damn, Sweet Chocolate. Tell her like it is.
What the fuck? Can we get to these lists? Can we get to these wide receiver lists?
I'm sorry. I don't like to get angry, but it starts to bother me after a while when all you see is people just typing bullshit just for shits and giggles because it's funny and it's not accurate. That's my only issue. You either gonna be accurate or don't come to Sharon. Just don't come for me. Because if it's not accurate, I just don't want to hear about it.
All right, I'll jump first, Dennis.
You ready to go first?
I'm gonna take off. I gotta get ready for the next show, but it was a pleasure being on here. All right, Dennis, Guru, and then I'm gonna call Sharon Sweet Love Chocolate, and I'm out.
Ain't this about a bitch?
Lord. Bye, Don.
This is too much of this shit for me.
Lord,
all right, y'all take care, man.
I tried to stop drinking, but you motherfucker.
Here, y'all. Steve Smith, Chris Carter.
Okay, wait a minute. Did we even announce what we doing?
Yeah, I said let's get to the wide receiver list.
No, you did not.
Yes, we did.
Say that. No, you didn't.
He said, let's get to the list.
He said, let's get to the list.
Oh, I said let's get to the list. I'm
if
sorry.
Somebody just joined. They don't know what we're talking about.
Well, Okay, let's get to the wide receiver list.
The
Bingo.
top 10 wide receivers in
Only
the
reason I was
NFL
gonna
of
say
all
that
time.
because on the thing that's the name of it, top 10 wide receivers of all time.
NFL.
NFL.
All right, let's go, baby. Go ahead, Ron.
Is
Steve
this 10?
Smith.
Is this 10-1? Ron?
Not with Ron, it ain't. I don't even know why you asked him that.
Well, I'm just asking, is it 10-1? Because I'm gonna write them down.
What
That's
is
why.
it, Ronald?
Got a lot of extra cushion on that chair.
He must have dropped his list. Ronald dropped his list.
Steve Smith, Chris Carter, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss,
Oh, you
Steve.
gonna go 10 million miles an hour? Okay, go ahead.
Steve Smith.
Ronnie, we love you, Ronnie.
All right. What? Steve Smith, Chris Carter, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Steve LeGreat,
Largent,
T.O., Larry Fitzgerald, Kevin Johnson, Marvin Harrison, and damn,
Ooh,
Andre Johnson.
Oh, okay. That's
that
nice.
can't be 10-1.
No, that's
No,
scary.
that can't be 10-1.
It
You just
is
wrote
scary.
down some random 10 folks. Okay.
Yeah, that's scary. What you
Do
got
you want
over there?
me to read Czar's list?
Oh
He
yeah,
gave me
read
the
Zars.
list.
I didn't know you had Zars. Let's
Okay.
read Zars.
Shout out to Keith Czar OG. Here's Czar's list. Number 10, Steve Largent. Number 9, Steve Smith. Number 8, Chris Carter. Number 7, Art Monk. Oh, I forgot I had my camera on. Sorry. Number 7, Art Monk. Number 6, Calvin Johnson. Number 5, Larry Fitzgerald. Number 4, Michael Irvin. Number 3, Terrell Owens. And number 2, Randy Moss. Number 1, Jerry Rice. And the little bit of commentary he wanted me to mention is
I like the silence.
Moss had potential to beat Rice for number 1, but it didn't happen. Rice and Irvin were the top 2 receivers from like 90 to 95. Chris Carter had the best hands and was Mr. Touchdown. And Steve Smith could be for pound the best receiver.
Okay.
That's
Good, were you ready?
I think so.
Oh shit, here we go.
Number 10, we have White Plains own Art Monk, tied with Steeler Nation own Lynn Swan. At number 9, we got another tie between
Lord,
the man that got fired from Fox, Chris Carter, and Marvin Harrison. I think they both sort of similar in receiving. Then we got what's that? So what's that? 10.
That's 9.
And then number 8, we got Larry Fitzgerald. Okay. At number
That's his list.
At 8, we got Larry Fitzgerald. At 7, we got Ty again, T.O. And for the czar, since he's not here, Michael Irvin. Number 6, another tie.
This motherfucker with 20 wide receivers.
2 boys, Steve Largent and Lance Ellsworth. Ah, shit, boy. This is sexy. Suki, y'all. Number 5.
12. He's 12 on my list. Go ahead.
Huh?
He's 12 on my list, Ellsworth.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I looked at a lot of people's lists. He was, up there.
Was up there. Mm-hmm.
Number 5, I got James Lofton. Might have been an overstate, but I love me some James Lofton. Number 4, Calvin Johnson, Detroit owned, right? Took the money from the brother. Number 3, Randy Moss. And once again, it shows you how I didn't really like Randy Moss. I think he basically led to my favorite coach of all time having a damn heart attack because his ass would never run back after he went out and did a fly pattern. He was one of the greatest athletes ever to live, but was lazy and was a damn malcontent half the time. So, but I put him at number 3 because he was just such a great player. I mean, nobody ran that fly pattern better than him, other than the guy that was for your Eagles who can't stay healthy. That's now on the Rams. That little mutt. Number 2, Don Hudson, and number 1, best of all time, Jerry Rice. Oh shit, that's some kind of list, boy. Whew, goddamn.
That's the top 15 you had there. That was pretty good. Good top 15 you had.
See, you gotta be disrespectful, but that's all right. That's all right.
Ain't nobody in the history of these lists had 4 fucking ties. Just let you know that, all right?
Now, guess what? Now you're gonna be asking, how many damn ties is he gonna have on this list? Well, you got that one, brother. But if you look at the list in terms of who was tied, the guys that were always tied were almost identical type players.
Not T.O. and Michael Irvin, they wasn't.
Oh yeah, and in a lot of ways they were very similar.
No,
T.O. was a hard. Both of them, first of all, yes, they were, because in this
no. Just because you say they were doesn't mean that they were.
Well,
the whole panel disagrees with you.
I'm the goddamn guru. All right,
don't give a damn if you are the guru. This whole panel disagrees with you.
That guru supersedes everything.
Give a damn you the guru.
All right.
Do I gotta remind you who I am?
Right, she the goddamn chocolate.
I'm a goddamn chocolate.
And what do you say, Miss Chocolate? Do you see the
similarity?
I'll say you wrong. They're not similar.
They're not similar.
Let me say why. Let me say why I say I'm right, and then obviously you can rebut me. The reason why I'm saying they're right, because both of them was dogs. There was no other wide receiver that was more of a dog on this entire list than was T.O. Than was Michael Irvin. And T.O., even though he wasn't as much a dog as what's his name, even though he hated Donovan McNabb, he still went out there and played. So I got to give him a lot of credit, because it seemed like if you saw the interview with him and what's his name,
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. I knew they hated each other.
Yeah, but you got him down at 7.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
he's saying he a dog.
If you had much of a dog, you don't need to be at 7.
Well, I don't think he was the greatest wide receiver ever, because I thought he had limitations. And I also think that Michael Irvin, his limitations for me was that he did not have very good hands. Okay? And as far as Michael Irvin, he did not have blazing speed. No. That's my opinion. If somebody wants to dispute that, you go right ahead.
We'll talk about that later. We ain't got that much time. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to let the Chocolate Girl go. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Okay. This is the list, y'all. Number 10 is Art Monk. So I agree with you on number 10 being Art Monk.
White Plains.
But number 9 is Lynn Swann. They are not tied.
Okay. So you had to say, God
no,
damn,
they're not tied. No, they're not tied.
Well, but I'm saying you had them in the same sequence. But go ahead. It's all good.
Number 8, I struggled with, but I put Tim Brown, but I struggled with that one.
Didn't have the speed.
Number 7, I put Marvin Harrison. Number 6 was Steve Largent. Number 5, Larry Fitzgerald. 4 is Randy Moss, for some of the same reasons you said. He was athletic, but he wasn't the best wide receiver. In all the skills you need to be one, he was not better than the other 3 people I'm about to name. So number 4 was Randy Moss. Number 3, the man that had the best hands of any wide receiver ever before him and after. And that was Chris Carter. And number 2 was Terrell Owens. I don't give a damn what that Hall of Fame people said. He should have been first ballot. And I'm still pissed about that today. And number 1 is Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice.
I like
No
that.
question.
I like that.
Anybody who says it's not Jerry Rice ain't nothing but a hater, or else they don't know how to read data.
I like that. I like that. Number 10 for me is Andre Johnson. Number 9 is Tim Brown. Number 8 is Steve Largent. Number 6 is Michael Irvin. Is that number 6?
Wait a minute. Go.
No, that's
to
number
10.
7. Number 7 is Michael Irvin. Number 6 is Chris Carter. Number 5 is Marvin Harrison, Philadelphia's own Marvin Harrison. Since you want to pull out White Plains and shit.
I had that
Number
on there.
4 is Randy Moss. Number 3 is T.O. Number 2 is Larry Fitzgerald. And number 1 is Jerry Rice.
Nah. Who was your 10, 9, and 8?
Andre Johnson is 10. 9 is Tim Brown. 8 is Steve Largent. I ain't got no Fred X on my list. You ain't shit trolling like that, AB.
So is that 4th and 30? What was it?
4th and 26.
Still a hell of a catch.
Yeah.
Hines,
I don't have
Hines
Megatron
Ward
in my
should
top
be
10.
Hines Ward should be in the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah, I believe he should. He probably won't get in though.
Or he should have been first ballot.
I don't know about all that, but he probably won't get in though.
Yeah, he should have been first ballot. Yes, he should.
Yeah. But do anybody have any closing remarks since we finished with our list? And
yes.
Uh-oh.
Without the fans, we will not be here. And females, if y'all want some earrings, go on, talk to Laura.
Ricky Bobby.
She will hook you up. And Ricky Bobby with earrings.
And her page is called Handmade by Laura, Laura. Those are her Facebook page, and she's having a special.
So.
Oh, what you want me to show mine? Ron, let me show mine. Okay. So I ordered my my earrings from her, and they came like this. These are my awesomely wonderful Pittsburgh Steelers earrings. Yes.
She made.
If I'm gonna get a sports team, I might as well get the best. So I got the Steelers.
She made every football team logo, hockey, basketball logo, whatever she want. You want, she will make it in sports. So.
All right. Anybody else got any final words?
Oh yeah, my final words is good show. Zara, we're praying for you, man. Speedy recovery. I just want to get that back in there. The show was not the same without you. Thanks for a good show, fellas, as always. Thanks for the people in the comments. Sorry we didn't read as many of the comments this time, but we had a lot to cover. Please check out and follow my podcast. Did you hear what Chocolate said? I have some very exciting upcoming shows planned. And check back often, because one day there will be no new content, and the next day there might be 4 new shows. You just never know. So make sure you tune in Saturday to the Side Zone with me and Dennis Holmes, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Facebook Live. Starting a new series. You can go to the Side Zone group page and you can see what that new series is, and shoot me a message if you have any questions. Shout out to my sister Sheila Mullen in the comments. Pittsburgh Steelers, let's regroup and get it together. Season ain't over till it's over. Y'all come holler at me week 17.
I can't see none of Sheila comments. She must have blocked me by mistake.
She hasn't been commenting
Oh,
really, but she's there. But I keep seeing her coming back in. Sheila Mullen is watching. Sheila Mullen is watching, so she keeps coming in. So she's watching.
all right.
Oh, wait a minute. I ain't done this in a while, so this is for my sister.
Yeah, you got to do that so y'all can.
I love my Steelers.
What's up with you, Guru?
Hey man, just the only thing I really need to say is get better, Czar, man. I hope you take my advice, but that's on you. God bless.
I want to ask what advice that is, but I'll ask off air. Everybody, God bless. Good night, and tune in and stay tuned, which will be coming to you within minutes.